This your boy Sippy King back with another video. This video gonna be titled "Stay Away from People That You Know Will Use You." Stay away from people like that, because like in this day and time that we living in, it's like people don't believe in socializing or hold a decent, normal conversation. People believe in texting or just social media, like having short conversations in a DM on social media, right? People don't believe in face-to-face conversation or pulling up to kick it with you. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from people. Stay away from people that use you. Like, it's like people nowadays, people only want to talk when they know they can get some money out of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, times are that hard now where people will only call you when they want to ask for something, or they want to use you for something. They want you to go do something. They want you to go on a crash dump mission and do something stupid, or just money. Period. So my whole thing about that is, even your own family, they'll call you only when they want to borrow some money or something. Like, people don't believe in socializing, having a good time, or just having a grown-up conversation, man to man, woman to woman, woman to man. People don't believe in that no more. People believe in only calling you when they want something. If you don't have no money, people do not want to have anything to do with you. That's the world we live in today. But you have some people so desperate to have friends or have associates, or desperate to fit in the family circle. Listen, check this out. It ain't nothing wrong with being by yourself. It ain't nothing wrong with being lonesome, or being a loner. Better yet, let me say that right. It's nothing wrong with being a loner, because that way you keep your peace, you maintain your peace, you learn more about yourself, and you learn more about other people. Like I am. Like, I'm a loner. Like, I'm by myself every day, all day, unless I'm around my brother or somebody, or handful of people, maybe 2 or 3 people. That's about it with me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's like outside of your intermediate family or your so-called bestie, it's like people only want to associate with you unless you have money. And people always have this saying, money make the world go around. Yeah, it makes the world go around only in a certain aspect. But money don't make the world go around. There's something else that make the world go around, and that's spirituality. You know what I'm saying? Being spiritually aware, and being very thoughtful of the people that's in need, and sharing your wisdom and knowledge with other people is the main element that makes the world go round. It empowers the earth. It empowers the universe every time you do something positive without asking for something or wanting something in return. But people are so spiritually lost, they don't think deep like that. They don't look at life that way. They look at life as money, 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 money. Money is just a piece of paper they print. It's a currency to purchase products, purchase things you need, and pay bills if you have a house or apartment, or you own something. So basically, people get this misconstrued, right? That money is so important. But believe it or not, back in the old days, back in the way back before America was discovered, back in ancient time, people money wasn't the main currency, man. You know what I'm saying? You had people out there had their own land back in ancient time, right? They had their own land, and they raised and tended to their own animals. Cows, horses, and camels, and things of that nature. And they drank water from wells. They wasn't charging for water. They wasn't charging for animals at one time until later, centuries later, when the people that was in control became greedy. You know what I'm saying? People became greedy around colonial time. So once colonial time period came around, like the 1700s, 1800s, and these settlers started discovering these lands and these different territories, and they had control. They took control by going to war and killing the Indians. So they came up with this thing called money. And so when money came into existence, like the first American dollar, and they started getting our ancestors and started enslaving them. They started charging for slaves. They started charging for property, land. So the price, it was cheap then. Like everything was cheap, maybe 10 cents, 5 cents, you know, which was coins. Well, see, when money first came into existence, it wasn't no dollar bills. It was just coins. So when the rich folks started seeing how much money they was making and how much it was benefiting them, they decided to start charging for everything else, like little clothing and different things of that nature. And that's how the greed came into existence. People became greedy, and then the prices started going up as decades and centuries came about. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to money, it's just a piece of paper. Paper is made out of wood. It came from a element of the earth. Money is nothing. It's just a piece of paper. But the folks that's in control turn it into something that people will kill for. People will backstab people for. Things where people will be disloyal for. So we basically killing each other and being disloyal to each other over a piece of paper that was made out of wood. You know what I'm saying? But people don't ever think about that or look at it that way. But it's a system set up for us to think that way. Like a lot of things that we think about now and look at in life, we was trained to look at life this way. We was trained to go crazy over this currency called money. You know what I'm saying? And that's why this video is about stay away from people that will use you for money. Because people will use you for that, especially out of desperation. Because the economy has declined and people are struggling. People are taking desperate measures. And in this world, you can't tell nobody your business. You can't tell nobody with what you have going on, or what property you own, or what collateral you have, or how many bank accounts you have. Or you can't tell family members, like your kids, right? And you're an older person. You can't tell your kids how much money you have put up for your burial life insurance, like burial insurance. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a couple guys out here and a couple women out here that killed their mom and daddies over the insurance policy because they greedy and want the money. Especially if it's around $500,000 to $1 million life insurance policy. Even kids are turning against mothers and fathers because they want that money. They are greedy. They are selfish. So you got to be careful who you keep around you, who you keep close to you, who you tell your business to, because in my eyes, these times that we're living in, you have to keep everything a secret. Move in silence. Tell nobody nothing, because people will look at you for that. Money. Even women look at men for money. You know what I'm saying? They will date a man based on how much money they have, or how they look, how many fancy cars they got, if they have a mansion, what type of job they have, and how much they getting paid per hour. That's how women look at men now. That's why it's so hard to date. That's why it's so hard to find the right one. Because we live in a generation or era of greed and selfishness. So, I mean, you have to put things like that into consideration. Because, especially in this generation, now, people say that it started in this generation. That's bull crap. This crap been going on for hundreds of years. Hundreds of years. You been had people out here using people for success and using people for that marrying people, being engaged to people, being involved with people because of their financial status. That shit been going on. This ain't nothing new. But people make it seem like it's just something that just started. Bullshit. Excuse my language. It been going on for hundreds and thousands of years. You had queens that chose to be with kings because they knew they were rich, they were wealthy, in past history. So, therefore, me being me, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I have a couple things going on, but I'm not gonna tell you about my business, like where it is and how I'm going about it, because my whole thing is this the secret weapon right here. Never tell nobody your biggest secret. Even your own so-called best friend or your main family members. And the whole time you can think your mom and daddy is on your team and they're really supporting you when they really not deep down inside. Deep down inside, they are envy of you. You know what I'm saying? You have family members, you have so-called homies, you have so-called associates, even next door neighbors are jealous of you. For real. All because you doing something good and positive. People, it's so much jealousy and envy out here and selfishness out here that people will even hate you just because they see you with a house doing great. People will hate you just for reading the Bible. Or people will hate you just for saying the word God, the Father. Like, people will hate you for the little smallest reasons out here ever. So, therefore, you can't trust nobody, man. You just can't. You can't let nobody get too close to you. You have to keep your guards up and keep, like, anytime you're around a person and you just meeting them, if you feel an evil spirit, I don't care how cool your buddies standing next to you say they are. Use your own mind for yourself. Interpret the person. Interpret the words being spoken and think for yourself. Think about reality. Think about the future. You know what I'm saying? If you pursue being a friend or being close and cool with this person. You know what I'm saying? Because then a lot of times, if you be nice out of blue, and you feel sorry for a person because you see them standing on the side of the road, and then you be like, oh, you come stay with me, I don't want to see you out here like this. And then 2 months later, they turn against you, and all of a sudden they just started asking you for money every day. But at the same time, they turn against you because you decide to say no after looking out for them and saying yes 100 million times. See, it's stuff like that you have to look out for, because you could it ain't no wrong with helping people, but if you continuously do it over and over again, keep saying yes, eventually that person, they're gonna keep going. They're gonna use you to the max because you are being too nice. You know what I'm saying? Being too nice to people will get you in a whole lot of trouble. That's why I say stay away from people like that keep asking you for money. They keep asking you for help, because that's a sign that they are using you. Even if you just a normal hood person or hood nigga, and you go to the hood every day. You live in the suburbs, but you going to the hood every day, and you buy the beer, you buy the liquor every time you get around a crowd these guys. And you know what I'm saying? You keep buying the beer, you keep buying the liquor, then all of a sudden one day you decide not to do it. You just pull up on them just to kick it after getting out of work or something, because you trying to stay sober for the next day, and then all of a sudden they start asking you to buy. Can you do this for me? Hey, can you buy me a pack of cigarettes? Can you buy me this from the store? That's when that shit start. So once it start, and every time you go around them, it keep going and keep going. Obviously that they using you. That's just accepting you being around them because they know you are beneficial to them. They know you're gonna buy this beer. They know you're gonna buy this liquor every time you pull up under the tree. You know what I'm saying? So if you one of those guys, you need to stop right there and stop doing that and stop going around people that can't contribute to the cause just like you are contributing to the cause. You gotta stay away from people like that. Just think for yourself. Recognize real. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm gonna end this video, and I'll see you people later. And number one, hit the like and subscribe button. I'm out.